Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back for more Batwoman. So, last episode, we had a Kate and Alice episode where she took her to where she was stuck, where she was kept prisoner essentially. Throughout, don't know how long. I think her and, what's his name? What was the little kid's name? I forgot. Well, she calls him Johnny. Okay, it was Johnny. She calls him Mouse most of the time. I think they both killed his dad, and that's how they kind of got out of that situation. Not sure exactly what's going to come of him, like of those two of that story. Really, they both got away. Jacob now knows that, like for sure, that Alice is Beth, so there's that they're gonna have to be dealing with together, both Jacob and Kate. The knowledge that Catherine covered it all up is known to the whole family now, to Mary, Kate, wow, and Jacob. So I wonder how they're gonna all deal with that together. Like, it doesn't seem too great for Catherine right now. I'm really wondering how Kate's gonna be dealing with Catherine. I think that's pretty much it, honestly. I'm sure there's gonna be something that I forgot. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the episode.
Well, I'm confident the jury will make the right decision. Question is, are you?
Okay. Scarecrow? You're not Scarecrow. Why don't you just run? Okay. Brother, why stop? Man, you really just suck. There's a dry... I mean, it's your own fault, honestly.
Stanton was seen by many as a hero to Gotham, one who brought justice to the victims of some of the city's most notorious criminals, such as Jack Napier, otherwise known as the Joker.
Oh, what?
Anybody want to tell me why every news outlet in Gotham had this and we didn't even get so much as a heads up from the GCPD?
Technically, it's outside district lines.
And I believe it's because they called someone else.
Oh, whoops. Hey, don't look at me now, Sophie. Don't give me away. And Kate, why are you wearing red? That's always a giveaway. Have you not seen Power Rangers?
Stanton was the prosecutor who put away the guy that killed my dad.
It's an armed robbery, right?
Night of my high school graduation.
Wow. That's bull.
We were celebrating. Me getting into MIT. Ran out of ice. My dad went out to go get some. Next thing I know, there were two cops at the door. We were waiting on him to cut the cake.
Wow. Lucius Fox did a lot of good for this city.
Yeah, so does Stanton.
Is it actually getting hurt, or is that just a recording? Yep, okay. It didn't sound real. Oh, Christ.
No, wait, stop!
I'll get you help. Thanks. Kate.
Oh no, she knows who I am. You already knew that.
What was she shot with?
A bullet.
I know it's a bullet. Hollow point, blackout, or what? Cut her.
Matter.
Why did you bring her here? She can afford a real hospital.
You get closer, and I need you to keep her here until I get back. Crows don't know she's missing.
No, you can't.
Do not let her leave.
Something so delicate harnessing enough power to penetrate the batsuit.
Ah, that's great. Why make that?
Well done, Dean.
I get off at 11, and if you play your cards right, you won't be too far behind.
Okay, so this place hasn't seen any action, and apparently neither has its card.
Yeah, I'm glad for trying, I guess.
Crow's got the fist.
Well, I guess a lot of people will be sleeping easier tonight.
I know you wanted to catch him, but you can convince the Crows you're not the enemy tomorrow.
It's not him. Chances are. Show can't be over yet. Or episode can't. Oh, Kate, you might want to move. Kate, you might...
Hey, Kate!
You have a tracker to shoot at the thing? Maybe?
Kate, do you copy? What just happened?
The Crows got the wrong guy.
Don't suppose you were able to make it out?
Didn't quite catch it when it plowed into me.
Oh, that's great.
But again?
My ribs would argue otherwise.
No, I'm serious, okay?
Or...
The suit's carbon fiber ribbing is designed to absorb any impact.
Okay.
So any deformation in the fibers is recorded in the suit's data.
It's light.
Is it empty?
Not quite.
Message.
All their stories, they started to sound the same. The same names kept coming up, same evidence. And everybody who sat in my chair started to look the same. Black, brown, poor. In 20 years, I never just a rich white guy. And murder weapons suddenly showing up out of nowhere.
So is Luke...
Obviously planned.
Is Lucius' killer still out there?
Didn't Chris the Fist say that his confession was coerced?
So it turns out
And the murder weapon just suddenly turned up in his car?
the people that I executed were innocent.
Next time, call us first. We may not have a Klieg light, but we do have a phone number.
Oh, this isn't gonna look good.
Everybody fan out!
Why throw it? Message or flash drive? Did I not see that earlier?
Dear sister, if I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have to wait for you to be wearing the suit.
That's so sweet of you.
So Kate is Batwoman.
I do not like being toyed with.
And I don't like traitors. After everything we've been through, you keep secrets from me. Try keeping that a secret.
Heard you got a visit from Batwoman.
More like an ambush. Now one nut job wants me to listen to another nut job.
I hoped when it was hard. And you just gave up and put your energy into blaming Batman because it was easy. That's why Beth is Alice. You wouldn't listen then, and you won't listen now. And an innocent man is gonna pay the price for it.
Batwoman can take care of herself, just like she took care of you twice by my account. And now you're just gonna betray her? What, is that like your thing?
Ooh.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's what you did to Kate. Then she had to put an entire ocean between you and her.
You didn't plan for something to stop him before? Oh. Jesus! Well, this isn't looking good, Kate. Battering? Why did you use that instead of the axe?
Glad you decided to go after the right guy.
I don't see how you and him are that different. Taking law into your
Well, I'm not
own
killing
hands.
people, so there's that.
Appointing yourself judge and jury.
No, I'm not.
Pretty sure you just did the exact same thing.
Letting you guys figure things out.
Saved your life. You telling me I made a mistake?
I don't know. Ask the Fist.
Heart rate monitor linked to a dead man's switch.
Christ.
Looks like we're about to join him. You gotta hang in there. You need to stay low to the ground.
Get away from me.
Come on.
That symbol took everything from me. He's not gonna be the last thing I see.
Stay with me. Stay awake. Come on, no matter, talk to me.
I have to blame that symbol. If I don't, I have to blame myself.
6%. Do it.
The last thing I need is him shutting down the one good thing I have going on.
Thank you for saving her life.
Oh. Yeah, it's like my thing. Hey, FYI, she knows who you are. Hey, chill. She didn't tell me, but I got the distinct impression that she's gonna tell my stepdad.
I've been blaming my dad for not saving Beth that day. But it wasn't his hand on that door. Only inches away from her.
I don't know how we are gonna get Beth back. And this time, I swear to you, I won't ever give up.
I don't know if forgiving my father will help me forgive myself, but I have to try.
Why are you so determined to protect her?
Because I'm saving her a seat at our tea party.
It was supposed to be a table for two.
Yes, you won't have to share me. Because we'll be sharing her.
And what if she doesn't want to play?
Well, then it's good we have that then.
Okay. So, Beth, Alice, whatever you want to call her, wants Kate to join her. We kind of knew that from the first episode, I think it was. I just don't know. We still don't really know what their plan is. And Mouse has something to do with it. I mean, he can get her into places where they need access to things because they can mold a face and match somebody else's. But with the reader, you would think that bone structure and everything would have taken factor in too. But maybe they, I don't know, filled in the mask with something so that it would fit the bone structure or something like that. I don't know. But why would Catherine make that in the first place? Why did she have that dude? Did she have the guy, or he just he was working on it, or she was just comparing it? Like, this is strong enough to pierce the suit, but it wasn't made specifically for the suit. I don't know. So I know she doesn't like Batman. I just don't understand what her gripe about him is exactly. Would it go that far as to actually, she would actually create something to kill or to pierce the suit and kill them? I don't know. The dude who made it is dead now. I don't know how are they gonna keep that secret somehow? I don't know. Like, the body's gonna have to turn up sometime, so they're gonna see that, and I don't know if they probably won't be able to put together. This must have been, he must have taken it, but they're gonna notice that it's missing. I don't know. Maybe they'll think that he was forced to steal it, and then he was killed afterwards. I mean, how are they gonna, unless they know about Johnny's whole face and voice thing. I mean, I know he was in Arkham, so they might know what he does, but I mean, the only thing that Luke said that they got him on was killing, and what was it, killing? They at least got him on skinning dead people, so I don't know if they know about his whole shtick. But moving on to the other side of this episode's story, Kate. Well, we see that we kind of already knew that she was blaming herself for not finding Beth, because I mean she was right on the other side of the door and inches away from her sister. She could have saved her, but I mean, it's not her fault. She didn't know, and Beth was threatened not to say anything or he'd kill Kate and her dad. So I mean, I get her feeling it's her fault. I mean, that's a difficult thing not to blame yourself for it, seeing as you're right there and you didn't do anything about it. You couldn't sense that your own sister was there. I don't think it's silly for her to blame herself. I get why she's blaming herself, but I mean, obviously she's not to blame. But it's gonna be hard to figure that out, to get that, essentially, for her to get that personally. Same for and her dad seems to be on the same track, essentially. Like he wants to blame Batman for his wife dying, and Beth being where she is now. He also feels responsible for Beth being Alice and them not being able to find her because he had given up. But to be fair, there was the evidence. So when he'd been looking for her and he'd been grieving this whole time. So when you find evidence that your daughter was gone, there's the two options. You go into denial, refuse to believe it, or you just overwhelmed with just the heartbreak that your daughter's confirmed to be dead. Can't blame him for believing either, because the cops gave them evidence because Catherine. So speaking of which, we didn't really address. Well, we saw her, but we didn't address the issue with them all knowing. I mean, they've said them knowing, but they haven't said how they've interacted with Catherine at all. Mary's the only that kind of mentioned it, saying that the only thing she has left is the clinic, because sadly Kate hasn't been talking to Mary at all. Not because she's upset with her about the whole thing, but she's been kind of busy. I don't think she's upset with her anyway. I mean, she wasn't responsible for her mom, but it's easy to kind of, I guess, blame those attached to them, I guess, to the person that's guilty. But speaking of Mary, though, god dang, I love Mary. She's great. She's been standing up for Kate since what episode was it? Well, she got on Sophie's case the third episode, the episode with Tommy Elliott, and she did it again. She did it again here, saying like you just want to betray everybody else. Is that your thing? Like it was because of the fact, obviously she told her that she knew who Batwoman was, and she knows about her clinic now, and she was worried about Sophie telling her dad about it and it getting shut down, her stepdad. Luckily, it looks like Sophie's not going to say anything. At least for now, she's not going to say anything because she saw, the issues that they were dealing with at the moment. They were kind of finally sort of coming together after the conflict they've been having. So hopefully she's going to just keep it under wraps for now. I thought for a second that maybe Kate would tell her dad when they were dying or they were suffocating anyway. But maybe, I know she has the voice modulator, but I thought maybe he'd recognize her somehow, but he didn't, luckily. I'm pretty sure her dad knows in the comics. I don't know if he knew immediately though. I never read any of the Batwoman comics or anything. So I don't know how soon he found out. I'm pretty sure he knows in the comics, I think. Again, the only thing I've seen on Batwoman other than this is in Bad Blood, one of the DC animated movies. Yeah, so Lucius was killed. I kind of hate that. I don't kind of hate that. I hate that, but like, it seems that the killer that they'd caught wasn't the killer, so his killer would still be out there. Like you would think the judge, or not the judge, the assistant DA? That's what it was, right? The assistant DA. You would think, being friends with the family, that he'd want to get the person who actually did it, not get somebody in their place. Maybe he was doing it to give the family peace, to see that maybe they're having trouble finding him. But I don't know. I just felt you would think that the one thing that would have maybe made him reconsider choosing the wrong person would have been the fact that he was friends with the family. But that dude's freaking strong. I don't know what the heck. Like, he threw her into the freaking table and he almost killed her. I don't know why he jabbed the hilt of the axe or the handle of the axe into her chest instead of slamming the axe onto her. I mean, I'm glad. I don't want her to die, obviously, but I wonder if the axe, would the suit protect her? Because, it protects her against bullets, apparently. And in pretty close range, too, so would the axe pierce the suit? Because apparently they need some special gun to do it. I don't know if it would have done anything anyway. Probably still would have hurt, because, it's still, the dude's strong enough, so that would have, and it's more focused than just a bullet or a car would. So maybe the impact probably would have definitely hurt a lot. It might have broken something as well. I think her ribs are broken. I mean, you would think, but the suit probably absorbed most of it. So, but her ribs might still be broken. I don't know. I mean, she seems to be fine. And I get what Kate was doing. Like, she was worried about Sophie, and she didn't want. Also, she was worried about Sophie telling her dad. But she put Mary's clinic, or what she cares for, in danger of being shut down. I felt like she really should have been a little more considerate about that. Even though I know there was like the whole there's emotions in play. She was in a rush. She was in a hurry to make sure that one, Sophie got better, and that she also wouldn't expose her to her dad about being Batwoman. But I hate that she put Mary's whole situation in jeopardy. One thing I thought was silly was how the ADA died. Like, he could have easily escaped that. Like, the dude might have followed him and killed him anyway. I mean, I know he wanted to kill them the way they were executing people, but I mean, he didn't have to do it in the specific order. He could have axed the guy first, and then he could have the next one of the other ones he could have electrocuted or something. But like the guy, like there was, like when he was climbing the fence, he was stalling so much. Like, he stopped climbing like countless times to look back to see if the water had slowly reached him yet. The water was slowly heading towards him, so he had plenty of time to climb the freaking fence. Even with those shoes, like, he's not heavy or overweight or anything, so I don't understand why he had such an issue doing it. I mean, maybe he's old. I guess maybe you could say that, but I mean, either way, there was like that huge gap that actually the water seemed to. I'm pretty sure it went around him. Like, if he had stayed on the ground where he was where he was on the fence, it like went around that spot, and then the water didn't go everywhere, so you could have just ran to the side, and I don't know, found another way. That just was so stupid in my opinion. I don't know. I don't understand why he did that. It was, I mean, for the story, for the episode, okay. If you want to kill the guy, make it not like that. Make it to where he has to do this. Maybe there is no other way. Maybe I don't think it was closed off or anything, but I don't know. I feel like that could have been easily avoided, but I don't know. Maybe I missed the rest of the circumstances. Maybe there wasn't a way for me to get around. It just didn't look like it to me. And there's no Commissioner Gordon. It's Commissioner Forbes. That kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know. Wait, was he? I can't remember who was commissioner before Gordon. But by the time, I mean, Batman's been around, so I mean, it would be Commissioner Gordon by now. So Gordon's retired. That kind of sucks. Yeah, he wouldn't be old enough to retire, I don't think, unless they made him older. I mean, they could do that, but I don't know why they would. Just to retire so that it would be, if they were to, then they'd probably to retire him so that they didn't have to have a Commissioner Gordon. Which I don't know why. It's not like it would be that big of a deal if they did. We do see a lot more of a separation between Batman and Batwoman. Again, Kate, she's new at this, so it's fair that she doesn't know half the stuff that Bruce knows. But she's new to detective work. She doesn't know guns or bullets like Bruce would. Like, she didn't even know she might have been in a hurry to distinguish to Mary what kind of bullet had shot Sophie. And she was also, another thing is, like, she was in more of a panic than Batman would have been, at least normally. I mean, there might have been some cases where he's a little more panicked, but in that situation he'd be more clinical and focused, and his head be cleared so that he could fix the situation. And also, he would know how to stitch it up himself. Even though I know Alfred's done a lot of it for him, but Bruce knows how to. And in a situation, I feel like he would. And then again, also we saw the fighting as well. I mean, it didn't also help that the dude was massive and a bit stronger, it seems. But I feel like she should be a good fighter. I don't know if it's just like getting used to the suit, or it was. I mean, I know the guy being massive is a factor. She could have used a couple more gadgets maybe until she gets more of a hang of fighting in a suit. That's the issue. Like a batarang would have helped her a couple times. A taser of sort. I mean, I'm pretty sure she'd have a taser. Batman would probably have a taser or something like it among his gadgets. Smoke bomb, anything. Flashbang would have helped her in that situation. But yeah, we see her still growing. I think this is supposed to take after, like, where we're at right now. I think that's supposed to be after the whole crossover from last year. I know some people have said that it is, because I know there was like the Arkham Breakout mentioned last episode. I think it was. So I think that was supposed to take place afterwards. But I mean, to be fair, Arkham Breakouts happen more than once or twice in the DC universe. So I mean, I don't know if that's. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that's supposed to, unless they like it's stated, like some the directors or the writers or producers or whatever stated, like, confirmed that yeah, that's this now that was supposed to be the breakout that happened in the crossover. So I don't know, but she should be a little more. Expected her to be a little more experienced by this point. I think, at least because like in the crossover she seemed much more experienced. Like, I mean, news of her didn't seem to be too known, I guess, at that crossover part. So I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. She just seemed more sure of herself as Batwoman, I guess. So they name dropped Joker, so that was kind of cool. Not really cool, because Joker's not a great person to have around. But it's interesting that they actually. I mean, I know they've mentioned Joker before, but they like actually voiced. I'm pretty sure they've done that too. But I wonder if I don't think we see him. He's a bit too big for one. They might dumb him down. Because, I mean, Kate's still new at this. If the Joker were to show up, he'd have to be less of a threat, I guess. I don't know. He might. They could make it. Excuse me. They could make it to where or she doesn't win that one and he gets away. So I don't know. Maybe like a mid-season finale kind of a thing. I don't know. I feel like that would be something to do with Alice, though. So the mid-season finale, I have no idea. But at this point, I don't see them using Joker in her story. Now, I did say that Kate is new to the whole detective work. She's not experienced. She's not great at it right now. But she did point out or figure out the pattern. That they were using. I mean, not the specific pattern, but she realized that they were using the executioner's methods. So, and that helped them actually find who it was. And they were able to bring her to the place where they had what he needed for the last one. Granted, she wasn't able to stop him, but she was able to at least figure out where he'd be before he was there and who it was. The issue was I feel like she should have stepped away from the door before the truck plowed through it. I feel like again, maybe it's just because we're watching. I feel like it was obvious that a truck or that somebody was going to crash through the door, and she was a little too close to be able to get out of the way if it were to already break through. Like, she wouldn't have much time to react. But still, kudos to her figuring out. Dude, that suit's cool. Like, one, it can regulate your temperature. You can make it cold or hot or whatever. And it can monitor how much oxygen level she has left, and how much, I guess, the gas, how much of it was filling the room, and it freaking records body impact or impact from outside influence. So that's cool. And they were able to get a partial license plate from it. That's a really handy suit. So Johnny or Mouse, whatever, tricked Alice into thinking that Kate called her, and then got some info, that she wasn't exactly planning to kill Kate. And then he just killed the other dude, which she wasn't, I guess, too happy with at the beginning. Maybe she doesn't really care now. Maybe she's worked. I think she was trying to make it inconspicuous that they stole a thing, and now that it's gonna be a little more of a challenge now that he killed the dude. But yeah, he's not liking the whole Alice Kate thing. He doesn't want to share her. He doesn't want her included at all. But now she mentioned instead to try to steer him in her direction. That you're not sharing me. We're gonna be sharing her. And then if like he brought up if she doesn't want to, then she mentioned, well, we can kill her, which I don't know. I mean, Alice seems very reluctant to obviously kill Kate, so I don't know how Mouse and Alice is gonna work out. Like if she's gonna end up killing him, or if he's gonna end up killing her out of like frustration, and then maybe he'll feel regret or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll just be too angry to care. Maybe he'll just feel betrayed. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but the bit when Kate was fighting her dad felt a little weird. I don't know. Something about it felt awkward. I don't know why. Like it didn't look bad. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe it's because usually when they do that kind of thing, they input some kind of background music, like something to amp it up. But it wasn't really supposed to be like a intense fight. It was like she was trying to stop her dad from killing her, so she was just disarming him at first. Then he was trying to fight her. She was just defending. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because there was like a lack of like impact, like hype music, which they usually have, like they had with Kate fighting the executioner. That might have been why it felt weird. I don't know. I think there wasn't really much playing. Just something about it felt strange. Maybe that's what it was. I think that is all I've got for this week's episode, guys. Very interesting episode this week. We kind of addressed the situation with blanked on her Catherine, but not entirely. I'm wondering if we're gonna when we're gonna deal with that, because I don't think we're gonna just like brush that under the rug. I mean, I know Mary's stated that she doesn't really have anybody right now because of the fact of what her mom did, and that was kind of like the only real address to it. The fact that it was Catherine. I mean, Kate and Jacob, they just kind of were talking about that they let themselves give up and not find Beth, but they didn't really address the whole Catherine issue. And then Sophie, she now for sure knows that Kate's Batwoman. She almost said something and she didn't. She's gonna keep that to herself, but we don't know how long. So we'll see where that goes. But for now, guys, that's it for this week's episode of Batwoman. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out more of our stuff, be sure to visit our channel. And if you'd like to stick around for next episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to support us, go ahead and check out our Patreon, where you get access to polls to vote on what shows you want us to react to next when new replacements, and early access for any catch-up series. Link for our Patreon will also be in the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week.